Hi, I'm Scott James. I'm running for Colorado's 8th Congressional District. Me and my friend Nate Wiggins. Nate, a young man just trying to make his way of it in Colorado. We're having a conversation today in Truck Talk about how does a young 20-something in Colorado's 8th Congressional District actually make it today. And Nate, as we're going to find out, and as we have found out, it's not easy. One of the things we need to fix when you send me to the United States Congress is focus on making Colorado affordable again. We'll have more of that conversation today in Truck Talk. Meet my friend Nate Wiggins. Nate, a young man in northern Colorado, just trying to kind of make his way. Nate, tell me real quick about your family. You've been married, what, a few years now?
5 years.
5 years?
Yep. So my dad is the pastor at Res Church over in Loveland, Colorado. Have great parents, had a great childhood, all that kind of stuff. Just a little bit of my personal background. I have a major in political science, minor in economics. Again, married for 5 years, two beautiful children.
2 kids, 5 years married, trying to get your start in life.
Yeah.
Talk to me. I would imagine, like any family, you want to achieve the American dream. You want to own a home.
Absolutely.
Talk to me about the struggles in doing that right now. Is
Yeah.
that something that's just right around the corner for you?
Right around the corner. I wish. I think. So I believe the statistics are under Republican leadership, what you could afford when you could afford a $400,000 home. That same payment now can only afford you a $295,000 home because of the interest rates, because of inflation and all that stuff.
Tell me how many homes you found in this market for $295,000.
Not very many.
Therein lies the point.
Exactly.
It's a difficult time. When you look at Congress, are they working for you?
Doesn't always feel that way. No, there's only a few that I respect and admire, but no, not often.
It is very simple things, in my opinion, that we can do at the United States Congress level, because young families like you want very simple things. You want your community safe. You want to be able to afford to live in Colorado.
Yeah.
You want a little help in educating your kids.
Right.
And by and large, you want us out of your life.
Right.
And right now, the federal government is simply not accomplishing those things. If we stop inflating our money, if we reel in government spending, if we reel in some of the printed dollars that we have out there, that's going to make it more able for somebody like you to own a home. I think it's probably a pretty easy answer, Nate.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nate, you and I just took a walk through a grocery store where we saw diapers for $30.
Yeah.
Where we saw a package of toilet paper for $30. Where you see $4 and $6 and $8 a gallon milk. Prices are crazy. Talk to me about the struggle, about just making ends meet.
Yeah. So I recently got a big pay increase at work. Unfortunately, it doesn't feel like I'm actually making any more money. I still don't have much money left in the bank at the end of the month. But yeah, just the price of goods has gone up exponentially. What used to cost $30 for a basket of goods now costs $50. And being able to afford a nice steak dinner every once in a while is becoming increasingly difficult. And obviously milk and diapers and wipes, and when you have 2 little kids, those are just necessities that you have to have, and it's difficult to afford those things and pay rent at the same time. One of my primary concerns is the education of my kids, and also the fear that if my 5 or 6 or 7-year-old son comes to me one day and decides he's a girl, is he going to be taken away from me by the state if I don't agree with him that he's actually a girl? That's actually a genuinely big fear of mine, is that situation could occur and my child would be taken away from me by the government.
Something that's at the core of what I believe, Nate, is strengthening that nuclear family. It is the absolute foundational building block of the United States of America, is empowering you and your wife and your 2 kids to pursue happiness in the way that you best choose. And I think there is too much governmental interference right now in education. There's too much governmental interference in how you lead your life. You and your wife and your 2 kids should be able to forge your own way. We need to empower that nuclear family and make sure that you have all that you need to be able to pursue happiness.
Yeah.
To me, the best thing that we can do is believe in the power of the individual and that nuclear family over the power of governments.
Right.
There's too much government right now and not enough focus on Nate and his family. there's too much focus on the big brash personalities of Washington, D.C., and not enough focus on the members and the families that exist in the 8th Congressional District. We need to return that focus away from Washington, D.C., and back to the folks in Colorado. I believe in you more than I do government, and I want to make sure that you are represented, not the fancies of the large conglomerates that somehow seem to run Washington, D.C.
The reason I'm supporting Scott James for CD8 in Colorado, there's a lot of reasons. It's hard to narrow it down to a short soundbite, but I've known Scott personally for a few years now. I've had the opportunity to have coffee and lunch with him. He's friends with my family. I've seen him in social environments. He's always treated people with respect and dignity. Shows genuine care for people, and he does show an interest in people's lives just personally. So that carries a lot of weight for me, just who he is as an individual. I feel like he genuinely does care about my family personally, and therefore cares about the young families around us. There's not a lot of reasons to suggest not to vote for him. So I think he would genuinely help a lot of people in my situation and people like me. So,
Nate, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Always good to see you, sir. I appreciate it. And of course, I will be working for you when folks send me to the United States House of Representatives. My name's Scott James. I'm running for the 8th Congressional District from the state of Colorado. Please visit scottjames4colorado.com for more.